Hola a todos y muy feliz bicentenario de la muerte de Jane Austen. Soy Elena Truán, presidenta de la Jane Austen Society España. Muchos de vosotros ya me conocéis de algunas charlas, de algunos eventos, otros me conocéis online, que también está muy bien. Y es gracias a las tecnologías del siglo XXI que hoy podemos dar gracias a que podamos compartir lo que nos gusta, como es Jane Austen, ya que no puedo estar allí, aunque me gustaría muchísimo. Para el bicentenario mi lectura va a ser Sentido y Sensibilidad. Me temo que la única edición que he tenido a mano era esta preciosísima edición de Sense and Sensibility de Penguin Random House y está en inglés, pero me vais a perdonar, seguro, porque creo que todos somos un poquito anglófilos aquí, así que tampoco está de más que una de las lecturas esté en inglés. Allá vamos. Voy a leer una escena muy bonita que es cuando Marianne y Elinor hablan de Edward Ferrars y se ve lo naif y pasional que es una y lo racional y fría que es otra. I shall very soon think him handsome, Elinor, if I do not now. When you tell me to love him as a brother, I shall no more see imperfection in his face than I now do in his heart. Elinor started at this declaration, and was sorry for the warmth she had been betrayed into in speaking of him. She felt that Edward stood very high in her opinion. She believed the regard to be mutual, but she required greater certainty of it to make Marianne's conviction of their attachment agreeable to her. She knew that what Marianne and her mother conjectured one moment, they believed in the next, that with them to wish was to hope, and to hope was to expect. She tried to explain the real state of the case to her sister. I do not attempt to deny, said she, that I think very highly of him, that I greatly esteem, that I like him. Marianne here burst forth with indignation. Esteem him? Like him? Cold-hearted Elinor! Oh, worse than cold-hearted! Ashamed of being otherwise. Use those words again, and I will leave the room this moment. Elinor could not help laughing. Excuse me, said she, and be assured that I meant no offence to you by speaking in so quiet a way of my own feelings. Believe them to be stronger than I have declared. Believe them, in short, to be such as his merit and the suspicion, the hope of his affection for me may warrant, without imprudence or folly. But farther than this you must not believe. I am by no means assured of his regard for me. There are moments when the extent of it seems doubtful. Until his sentiments are fully known, you cannot wonder at my wishing to avoid any encouragement of my own partiality by believing or calling it more than it is. In my heart I feel little, scarcely any doubt of his preference. But there are other points to be considered, besides his inclination. He is very far from being independent. What his mother really is, we cannot know, but from Fanny's occasional mention of her conduct and opinions, we have never been disposed to think her amiable. And I am very much mistaken if Edward is not himself aware that there would be many difficulties in his way if he were to wish to marry a woman who had not either a great fortune or high rank. Marianne was astonished to find how much the imagination of her mother and herself had outstripped the truth. And you really are not engaged to him, said she. Yet it certainly soon will happen. But two advantages will proceed from this delay. I shall not lose you so soon, and Edward will have greater opportunity of improving that natural taste for your favourite pursuit, which must be so indispensably necessary to your future felicity. Oh, if he should be so far stimulated by your genius as to learn to draw himself, how delightful it would be!